So, I've had a long and terrible night, I imagine. I'm picturing I'm strung out, but like I'm mainlining adrenaline, so I haven't been able to sleep even if I wanted to, which of course I don't. And I like to think that I was jumping at every sound all night. What's that?
Constant kung fu stance.
Yeah, exactly. Just ready. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I am hopeful that I didn't wake up my comrades because I want Hank, especially because you were sleep deprived. I want you guys to have a good night's rest.
That said, I was expecting to take like a final watch, if possible, or one of the watches.
Well, okay, that's a good question. We should probably decide if you wake up in time for that or not.
So the first thing I'll need, so Matthias is taking the first watch.
Mm-hmm.
I need it's not going to be an athletics. I think it would be.
There's no alertness.
Yeah, probably a physical save, I guess.
Okay.
No. Okay, that was for Matthias.
Sorry. little trigger happy on that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was gonna work. Hey, Kid Viper.
I'm just trying to think if you're basically using adrenaline to stay awake and up, that's not going to last all night.
Well, no, of course not.
And you've been burning a lot of adrenaline over the past couple hours.
That is definitely something that's been happening, yes.
So,
only had some drugs.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I've rummaged through Dr. Reddy's stuff. Does he have any stimulants?
No.
Damn it. All right, I'm going to have to squeeze his glands to get some stimulants here.
Hey, can you harvest adrenaline like that?
Yeah, isn't that how that works? I just need more. You don't understand. I can't let him sleep.
Ew.
I can't let them see me sleep.
I've got a great idea to recharge your adrenaline. What you should do is you should
ready.
Lay on the ground first and then shut your eyes. All right, and then
I'm
just
ready.
think about something really boring for a long time.
Okay.
What
was that noise?
It's working.
Meanwhile, all this combat and getting up is in his dreams.
Yeah, there's like this whole round of combat that I'm just dreaming.
So here's what I'm thinking. Give me a survival roll, Constitution.
Where'd I put the... Here it is. Sorry. Okay. Cheat. Me. Awesome picture. There it is. Okay. 4.
Okay.
I'm good. I got this, guys.
Was Jay going to take a watch as well?
That's a good question.
Yes, I'll do so.
Okay. How are you waking up for your watch?
Bobby, I'm assuming that the person who was on the previous watch was going to wake me up.
Okay. I'm going to need something to see if you wake up on your own.
I was going to say, because I ain't waking him up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just passed out.
Yeah, you did. Absolutely.
I mistook ZQL for coffee. Glug, glug, glug. I got this guy. Some soup. And aliens.
Well, what's the internal clock roll?
Yeah, I'm thinking either luck or mental save.
Okay.
Oh, I'd go with luck.
They're about the same for me. Either way.
It's that
save.
Yeah. It's that. Oh crap! My alarm didn't go off, and I'm late for work.
Yep. Success.
Hooray! Okay.
I hear an alarm
You woke
ringing
up.
in my head, and I get up. I say, "No bomb." Wait.
No,
Just
no,
5 more
please.
minutes. Oh, wait.
All right. I'll roll over and go back and sleep. No, I was just kidding.
You should. You totally should.
No. Look it up and see that everybody else is asleep.
Yep.
Look around just to make sure that something hasn't crawled into this little shelter that we have while no one was on watch. And then
So,
Hmm?
yeah, if you look at roll 20, you can kind of see the cave in the cliff face there.
Mhm.
So that is where you guys are.
Okay.
We're totally safe. Bugs are crawling all over us. We've eaten a few.
Uh-huh.
Dozen.
Yeah, some of them can be nutritious. Protein. Okay. So I'll just try and pass the time and keep myself awake. I suppose just take 5 inventories of everything that I have on me. Maybe do some obsessive compulsive reorder everybody else's packs so everything's all neatly arranged.
I wake up instantly when my pack is touched. That's how that works, right?
Right.
No,
So
you
everything
are
is just
still
nice and
out.
organized and the same,
I continue to be in a coma.
standardized.
Okay, so you miraculously stay awake for your entire shift.
Holy crap.
Well, I actually had sleep.
Well, and
That
you weren't
3-hour recharge, yeah.
you weren't running on pure adrenaline from earlier either.
Right.
I wasn't tired, Mom.
I'm used to taking like little cat naps, and you're in the lab, you just lay down for a few and then go back up and keep doing
I'm
what you're
not
doing.
tired.
So, what happened in the middle of our nightly rest? If indeed anything.
Sleep.
Well, other than that, let's kill that for a second. I do not want to be asleep right now. My character's like, come on, wake up. I'd like to roll will save here really quick and fail miserably
For what?
for waking up in a panicked frantic. Mental save. Fail!
More asleep.
Yeah, I am now in a coma.
5
You've
more minutes,
incepted
Mom.
yourself.
Roll over.
I have not Ringo. I've never even heard of it.
We have to go deeper into the dream.
There's
Yo,
layers
dog,
to
I heard
this.
you like sleep.
Yeah.
So, does anything happen?
No, I actually rolled earlier to see if you guys would have a random encounter during the night, and
That would be funny. Me unconscious, him exhausted.
We're set. We got this.
So the sun crawls up. Is the sun still yellow?
as the sun rises in the east.
It's good.
Good.
We're on a
Right.
good start.
No,
Yeah.
things aren't as bad as I feared.
Exactly. The sunrise, the sun itself has kind of a reddish tinge to it, but so do the clouds, and you can see streaks. At first, you think the streaks are vapor trails from jets or something, but they're the wrong color. So at first you think they're vapor trails from jets, but they're dark and they have kind of I don't want to give you the wrong impression of using this description of a snake going through the sky.
Oh God, there's snakes flying through the sky. I knew
Sky
it.
snakes. I knew it. It's the same thing every time.
Yep.
It's not snakes.
Are you sure it's not snakes? I
But-
rolled to snake.
All right.
But for lack of a better description, the vapor trails have that like back and forth gentle wave of a snake's trail, but it's in the sky. But it's very dark.
Are there the screaming sounds of the damned in front of him?
I'd say yes, but no.
I'm just wondering if this is like, because I mean airplanes, right? But except it's the gas thing. It's yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
thank God. So if I may, I should roll to wake up at all.
Well, okay, so Jay is going to pass his shift off to
Mhm.
Hank,
Right.
right? Right.
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
a couple hours, go by, and you've organized everyone's packs 5
Mhm.
different times. And then you wake up Hank. Hank,
My pack seems organized. I have a sense for these things.
I didn't organize it this way. Um, you have had enough sleep in the last several hours that you are able to stay awake without difficulty. So morning comes and the sun is peeking up over the horizon. Um, if you guys are waiting for Hank to wake you up, he does. If you are trying to wake up with the sunrise, then you'll need to make a conscious effort to wake up. So I'll need an alertness, so a notice, I guess.
I'm pretty sure my character is like exhausted, passed out. So no, I will be
Okay.
woken up at some point in time by someone,
Okay.
or I will be eaten in my sleep.
Let's see.
This is my fate.
Notice. That is perception.
Oh yeah.
Z.
So
Why are
Hank,
you
you
so
have two
tired?
sleeping companions.
Mhm.
It's up to you as to when you wake them up.
I'm gonna wait until the sun crests over the trees. Make sure it's nice and scenic.
Are the trees whispering?
Hopefully
question.
not. At least not yet.
It's a gentle breeze.
Right. I'm brewing up some dirt coffee because we don't have any
Wait,
coffee.
what was
So
that? I immediately wake up. What was that?
yeah.
I heard something. Start punching the wall. Oh no! You're not gonna get me.
Okay.
You're not gonna get me.
Sure. I'll let him do that for about 5 minutes.
It's
The cave collapses on top of you.
Oh.
You're all
Good.
dead.
okay. Rocks fell.
Okay, so it is morning.
Like I said, I'm not. Someone has to wake me up. I am exhausted.
So I would definitely wake you guys up now. I'm assuming that now that it's light, we can safely start a fire if we want to cook up some of the snake meat
That's true. Um,
or snake steaks.
I'm not as like familiar with survival-y things or roughing it things. Like I'm used to other types of roughing it, not having low resources roughing it.
Well, I mean, I'm very proficient in Bunsen burners and warming things up in the microwave, so I could give it a shot.
Perfect.
Gotta find that microwave. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna find the microwave.
I mean, it's basically the same concept.
Yeah, there's
You got to make sure it's properly wadded too. That's always a
So,
problem.
what attribute is survival based on?
So this would be intelligence.
Okay, this is not too bad. I know maybe the turnover, the meat at certain points in time. We'll see.
I'm gonna help supervise.
Well,
Come on, I'm gonna like give him a morale boost with leadership.
cook that meat. Cook that
Listen,
meat.
I'm just telling you, from the bottom of my heart. There we go.
Here, no, we can use your fists pounding on the wall to
You
time
got
this
it.
for every
Tell me when to start.
1 pound per second.
Tenderize the steak.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. You are, you pound the steak meat and it is much more tender.
Now,
Yeah,
with
I
my
can do that,
particular
guys.
survival role, I'm gonna stand back and kind of look in horror as this is occurring around me and try and see like,
Burnt
okay,
steak.
Burnt mushy
this
steak?
is all gonna go bad. It's gonna burn it all.
What's the problem? It'll be fine. I keep go back to punching the steak.
So let me ask this, Hank. How would you prepare snake meat in this situation?
That's a good question.
So after building the fire, skin the snake meat
Already done.
so it doesn't have. It's already done. Okay, great. So basically, go and find a sizable stick that can hold the meat,
Okay.
and one of two ways: either spit it over the fire if you want to do a rotisserie action, or at least jam it onto a piece of wood and cook it over the fire, like at an angle.
Okay.
Kind of an indirect method, you know. Granted, we don't have any bourbon to baste it with, or or any sort of wild things you would see on some YouTube channels we've seen.
You could.
That's a good
We don't
point.
have any bacon to wrap it in, really. It's what the problem
that's a good
is.
idea. Doctor, or I guess whichever you has the better survival score, you should go find us some tasty herbs to put on these.
I might be able to lean on my farming skill, but that's not really like I can identify what a plant is and what season it would probably grow best in. But
Is it poisonous though? And does it taste good?
after this much time passing, I think we all have an equal chance of getting the wrong thing.
Perfect. So I just pick up like some grass, like this. Is this good?
Let's make it real better.
Yeah,
Perfect.
no idea.
All right. I put it away. I'm gonna go scouting real quick while they're cooking.
Okay. What you looking for?
Movement of any
Okay.
kind.
Okay.
So
More meat.
yeah. Where's the thing? Here we go. Scouting, profession scouting. I'm guessing that's perception.
Yes. Okay.
So, however long you want to make that take, I am effectively taking my time on this.
Okay.
Not like taking 20, but at least taking 10.
Right.
D&D terms.
So starting with Hank, you are seeing this catastrophe of cooking, and I'm just picturing. I mean, you can change this if you want, but I'm just picturing you as you described. Doing the head down thing, and they're off doing their own thing. You just walk away, grab some stuff, come back, make a fire. They haven't noticed that you actually have the fire going yet.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, you successfully get the fire going. You've got some snake steaks cooking over the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, Jonathan, you are out scouting, just looking for anything that's in the area. What you do see off in the distance.
Apparently, I was still muted.
I saw hills.
Yeah, I was like, what I'm trying to do is like this kind of a scouting method. Like if this is the cliff edge, to try and go further out and further out like this. If that matters, if it doesn't, just ignore me. But that's my methodology.
Serpentine pattern.
Yes. Right. When in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not seeing anything in the immediate area. What you do see is off in the distance what looks like smoke from fires.
It was that towards the direction of the farm, the caves, or neither?
This would be in the direction of the farms.
So many possibilities. I'm running through them in my head like, all right. So I go back to our camp, however long that took.
Give me...
Oh, geez, here it comes.
No.
Give me a see the chimera that's eating you.
No.
Yeah, do you have the learn skills spot chimera?
I do, actually. I got it just for this adventure. I had a feeling,
It's a class skill.
Spot cultist?
But you should have at least a 1 in that.
I was
now.
going to say, I've probably trained that by this point.
Yeah.
Experience. I see whispering cultists. Actually, I suppose this goes without saying, but I assume there's nothing fleshy anywhere near here.
Oh God, no.
Just want to be 100% certain on that.
Fleshy, no. There's
because I'm looking.
you have found no additional wildlife.
Okay. Wait, none? Do I hear bugs or birds?
Yes.
Okay,
You hear
that's
bugs. You,
not as bad as I thought.
What's up, Doc?
you hear the chirp of what are those annoying things that aren't crickets?
Cicadas.
Cicadas.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I hate cicadas. Everyone in the world hates cicadas. If you think you don't, you're wrong. Okay.
Everything I can think of to have you roll on this, you have a -1 in. So
I am
There's
not
still
the
a
survival
chance.
guy. I am the combat leadership guy.
I know.
That's my
That's good.
shtick.
So I
But-
guess give me a survival roll.
Okay, this is wonderful. I'm gonna love this.
No, intelligence.
Int. Okay. 10.
Okay. That's
That'll
awesome.
do.
Yeah. The smoke that you're seeing,
Mm-hmm.
you know it does not have the same it does not look like it is from a structure that's burning.
Okay. Because I've seen those. I should have seen those kind of fires in my line of work.
Exactly. That's why I wanted you to roll on this.
Yeah.
So it's not like a house fire.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is like chimney fires.
Okay. That's different. That's different. So yeah, that's probably my first thought is, oh God, wait, that doesn't look how that should look. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So they're up and about. So yeah. Okay. So I know what I'm going to say when I get back now. Once I get back, once I have my delicious steak meat, which is I get back. Hey, honey, supper ready?
Yeah, it's nice and crispy.
Wonderful.
gonna say,
Yeah, it's warm on the outside and cold on the inside.
That's perfect. I love Pop Tarts.
Well, it is a cold-blooded meat, so
Pocket.
therefore. Oh God, no! Oh, snake pocket's bad. No.
Yeah, I'm having my steak buckets right now.
Oh, that's so
How
gross.
poisoned do I get, Guido?
Yeah, yeah. You get the prize inside. You get the venom sac.
Sweet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got a little mapley flavor to it, you know.
Ooh, this is lovely. You guys have done a
God.
great job. You really seared in the juices, you know?
yeah, it's real gamey.
Yeah, we haven't cooked that one yet. I wouldn't eat that.
Yeah, it's like, that's the next one going on.
Then why is it smoking?
Well, it
funny
turns out when
story.
exposed to sunlight,
Oh.
they're actually high-grade explosives, the snake meat.
Well, at least we've got some munitions now.
They were marinating it in the snake venom, you know.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
Your tongue
I
is
can
numb.
feel my entire face.
Yeah.
There's like this. There's a sweet tang on the tip of my tongue, and then I just sort of fall over.
Yep.
Yeah, when it tingles, you know it's done and ready to eat.
Exactly.
Ugh.
You
No one
are-
survived breakfast.
Yes, we all die.
Everybody roll new characters.
Yeah, exactly.
No, none of you are
No,
poisoned.
don't just eat random food.
No.
That is not a good thing.
Yeah, we do not endorse this at all.
Yes, I taught my niece that when she was like 2.
So yeah, the meat is rather gamey. It's definitely, it does not taste like chicken.
Okay.
They lied.
Yeah. But it's edible. It's cooked enough. You are not suffering any ill effects.
Okay.
Cool.
So I will eat. I'll eat fairly hearty because I know full well that you should, especially in a situation like this. But I will try to save some for like jerkying or whatever later. Oh, we need to get some salt.
Yeah, snake jerky. Snurky.
Turkey, I like it.
Mm.
Sounds like a character on a sitcom or something. Hey, Snurky, did you mess up the Office copywriter again? or copier again.
I'm suddenly picturing Orko from He-Man.
No,
Oh, there you go.
not
I
better.
was thinking of Steve
No, it's
Urkel.
really not. Okay, so you're thinking jerky. So are you thinking stay in this location for another day?
Nope, I'm out. Peace. And I wave at the others. No, okay. So while we're eating, I'm gonna just kind of lightly, almost casually, bring up the fact that we need to decide our diplomatic approach to the outside world. Now, I've already tried to be diplomatic. That didn't turn out quite as expected.
Yeah, I would say offering him this meat, cooked or uncooked, has had a bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's not do that.
Bad precedent set. But regardless of that, though, we do need to basically decide, in my opinion, if we're going to be diplomatic or aggressive. And I'm going to like casually slide into the conversation that I'm pretty sure that the people at that farm are at the moment just kind of doing their morning chores and setting up for breakfast, kind of like we are. So for being aggressive, now would be the time.
Well, I'd avoid against being aggressive because number one, I don't think we can win.
I mean, I think we could win. We
ran away from our last fight.
Yes, but only because there were trees that were whispering.
We don't know what else they'll have.
Well, either way, I think we should like approach at a distance, recon, and then make a decision then.
Okay, that would leave us both options open. We can still sneak in and kill people if we have to,
and we'll be able to see the flesh trees in the daylight probably a little bit easier at
that's true.
range.
And by the way, keep your ears open if you hear any whispers from Tizara donating $7. Thank you, Tizara. Let just be aware.
Seems oddly specific, but okay, I'll keep an ear out for that.
If you hear that, it's really important.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to write that one down.
Okay. Do you want to put that anything towards anything? And hide, dance yourself. So yeah, I mean, I agree. Who's the sneakiest of us? Like, I don't think stealth is part of my thing. Yeah, no, I'm at -1. Is that based on
stealth
dex?
is -1, but my dex has a +1, so they cancel each other out, and I'm worthless.
I think technically I am the sneakiest one out of all.
Well,
of
there
us.
you go.
Yeah, I have a -1 stealth and a +1 dex.
It's more just like being socially unnoticed, but I guess we can call it stealth as well.
I mean, if they serve the same function, I don't really see what the difference is.
Yeah, if you concentrate hard enough, they can't see you.
Yeah. So like people just don't care about me and my life. Anyway.
Oh my God! You all disappeared.
Wow, he's gone.
Did you hear
Look,
something?
I'm
That's
only
amazing.
invisible when people don't look at me.
Yes.
Did you hear something? I
That's the most
swore that
amazing
Dr.
superpower.
Reddy was here earlier, but whatever, I guess.
I gotta take all my clothes off too.
Wait,
dear
what?
God. That's just gonna make it.
Why
worse.
is that always a thing?
Oh no!
That's such a funny movie.
It is. All right.
So I'm thinking we should probably just wrap up after we've cooked all the snake meat we have, we just wrap up the leftovers
Yes.
in what looks to be a fairly safe leave. You've been out looking for herbs or what? I mean, we could technically just throw them in the pack, but I don't know about stabbing myself with a snake rubbed stim pack.
I mean, it's probably fine.
Yes, that's the portion that kind of worries me. It's probably fine.
It could be. We don't know. I mean,
You might die later.
Yeah, but I mean, we do a lot of things that are probably fine. It's just more towards probably than not.
So what I'm thinking is we'll sit here and enjoy breakfast. You go scouting.
All right.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'll back you up. I've already finished eating. Hank, is there any chance I could convince you to like wrap this up in a way that'll help preserve it? Like I don't have any preservatives.
No, that's literally my idea is to find like some sort of container like leaves that you can wrap it in. And we can store it in the packs that way. Perfect. That way it's not touching the fabric and rubbing snakiness all over it.
I turn to the great voice in the sky and say, how far away is the farm?
I'm not telling you.
Crap.
So it's going to be a couple hours walk to get to the farm.
Okay, that's whoa.
Had to reinitialize.
Hang on.
He was trying to turn invisible.
Let me switch you guys really quick.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. That's pretty close. That's closer than I was expecting, actually. So I am legitimately thinking, Hank, you chill here for a bit, get this, do your thing. I'm going to go back him up. Basically, I'm going to be way back in case something goes wrong. I'm probably the best choice to sprint between the two spots if things go bad either direction. And then he's going to sneak in, give us a quick glance. Then we'll come back to you. You stay in the cave area, and we'll powwow and decide what we do based on what we find out. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, so first I kill Frozen. I eat his corpse. I gain his powers because of that. I offer the heart to Hank.
Good. This is a good. Can we cook that too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I mean, the fire's still going.
Great.
We got plenty of like grass and dry grass.
Heart doesn't taste good. So I've heard.
Okay.
So we do that, Guido. What rolls do we need to do?
Can we reduce it to a nice marinade?
Oh, that's a good idea. Get like a what do you call it? A mortar and
pestle. Yeah.
And just kind of grind up the heart for a bit.
What's where the power is? Wait. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. That reminds me. Do we reduce our system strain for resting, or is that just?
Oh, that's a good question. How's that work?
Yes.
Because I'm down system strain and hit points at the moment.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, do we heal? Well, while we're on the subject, because I remember something about healing 1 a week.
Yeah,
that's stuck in my head for some strange reason. Because I healed 1 HP a week of rest. Yes,
it's a very Wolverine light.
Yeah.
A well-nourished character who has at least 8 hours of rest regains their level and hit points every morning when they wake.
Okay.
So
2 HP.
Yep.
Woot.
Okay.
Woohoo!
And strain?
Here we go. Characters lose 1 accrued system strain point per day.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So not down to 0, but closer. Okay.
Down to 2 in my case. You hear this music? This is us going to investigate the farm right here. You hear the whispers?
No, there's no whispers.
But they're there in the game that I'm playing the music from.
Okay, so
Creepy music too. I'm gonna get out of here.
So run your plan by me one more time.
Hank is going to preserve and keep food. I am going to go with Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy is going to sneak stealth scout out the farm while I stay a ways back as his backup, either offensively or calling for help, whatever the situation requires.
Okay.
So basically, I'm the guy we don't have any of this, but I'm the guy in the binoculars and the sniper rifle. He's the guy with the ghillie suit, and Hank is the guy who's making sure that we stay alive at the end of the mission.
So are you actually leaving Hank behind to
Yes. We are splitting the party, Guido.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
Startled me.
I've got a gun. What?
As we walk away, I turn to him and say, "Our plan to kill him is working," very loudly. No.
I just laugh.
Okay, those trees do not look fleshy, at least at this distance. That's a good
Good.
sign.
Good. Anything else you're seeing? What else do your clone eyes see? Cloners, sorry.
Hank, you are not finding leaf type you're not finding leaves to wrap the meat in.
Okay.
What
kind of trees are around?
Most of them are cedar and pine.
Okay. Probably not going to be easy to get bark from those to maybe make a clamshell container kind of thing.
You can
that would
try
be coherent.
Yeah, I mean you can try peeling off some of the cedar bark. It's not the best plan, but it would at least keep
It's a plan.
Yeah. It would at least be somewhat absorbent to catch the juices from the meat as, they're leaking out.
Okay.
Um, so unless you have a better idea, I'm assuming that's what you're.
That's pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
There's no Ziploc bags.
Yeah, exactly. So you're probably going to spend at least 40 minutes, give or take, collecting
Okay.
bark, just because it's either attached to a tree or,
Checking sizes and compatibility, and yeah, that makes sense.
Meanwhile, Jay and Jonathan have walked away. I'm assuming walked. You're not running.
It's more of a skip, honestly.
Okay.
Frolicked, if you will.
In all honesty, I will actually suggest to Mr. Reddy, maybe we should jog until we're like closer, make this happen faster. We'll walk once we get within visual range, and then you'll sneak up.
He looks like he doesn't really understand it, but shrugs and says, okay.
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 What's this jog you refer to?
Well,
wow, Dad wouldn't want to run
start
anywhere for fun.
And he starts doing this thing, with the arms super close, and then I get like 20 feet ahead of him, and I'm like, come on.
This is how fast I normally run on the treadmill.
Okay, I pull him up over my shoulders, like so his legs are here. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Roll athletics.
I'm doing it. I'm totally doing it. I gotta pull up my character sheet though. I mean, surely I can carry a guy.
Yes, but can you do it for miles?
9.
Okay. So Jay, unless you are resisting,
verbally, I suppose. It's like, this doesn't seem like the most effective way to do this.
Come on, let's go. If you want to run yourself, you can, but we got to get booking, dude.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just going to hurt my arms after a while.
Okay, tell you what. We'll jog like the first hour, and that'll get us that should get us close enough, then we can start walking. How's that sound? Can you jog for an hour?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Wrong song. So yes, I'm literally carrying the team at this point.
Perfect.
So, hour of jogging.
Okay.
Or whatever appropriate time period.
Yeah, it's like I was saying, it's gonna probably be a couple hours to get there. About that time of, after that first hour, the terrain is changing. I'm going to read the description here. The trees are gray here, smooth and unbarked like bones in the sun. The deadfalls lie in long, tangled rows pointed westward where the blast left them centuries ago. The wood turned to something like stone by the high-shine nanites that followed in the wake of the killing wind. Between the trees, the grasses and weeds received the same kind of perpetual unlife. The brush turned black and tough as iron wire.
What a desolate place this is.
My response is, I can't actually do it. I'm sorry. You'll have to just imagine it. Use your imaginations, guys. It's D&D. Come on.
You said that there's supposed to be farmers over here, right?
Yes.
Does this ground look at all farmable? I asked, not being the farmer in the group.
This
as
is gonna
someone
be
who
great.
knows even less about farming than you, I glance at it, and then I realize that I don't know the answer. And so I face a quick mental dilemma.
Dirt is dirt.
Do I admit the truth to him, or do I encourage him anyways? I encourage him. Charisma roll. 7. Crap. It's like one of my worst rolls to date.
So you slap me on the back and say confidently, I don't know?
I got no idea, buddy. No, I say that I'm confident that between the two of us, we'll be able to determine something about this.
I suppose the easiest way would just be to ask them.
No.
So he loses interest and continues jogging on.
No, this is...
What?
Yep.
This is not a diplomatic mission yet. We're not at that stage. This is a sneaking mission, Snake.
Oh, it's probably going to be diplomatic.
That's your new
They're
code name,
farmers.
by the way, because you were so good with the snake meat.
Oh, thanks. Look, even I know it was bad. It did not taste good. It was not something that I enjoyed.
I don't know. It reminded me of eating rats back at home.
So our code names are Lab Snake, Farm
Where did
Snake,
you
and
live? We
Yakuza
did not
Snake.
eat rats anywhere that I know of.
Dude, you did not live until you eat rats. You got to try them sometime. They have a tang to them. It's very bitey because it's the poison, and you just had just a little bit of poison. So I was like, really gets the blood pumping.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Did you have anything normal like pizza
P.
or rice?
I know rice. I've had rice before. I've had
Okay.
rats on rice.
Curry?
Oh yeah, I love curry.
Okay.
And
At least
sushi.
you've had some normal stuff.
I've had
'Cause
rats
so
sushi,
far,
too.
it sounds like you grew up on a street in a sewer that ate rats and beat up people for.
You've never grown up in a sewer before?
No, I don't think I
Ninja
have.
Turtles.
Like, doesn't everyone have like the pit turtles and the
No, I grew up in a house like people normally do.
what's a house? I mean, can you define people really? Are we there yet, Guido?
So, I need
This is
to,
the light conversation.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, you're having third scout the area
Yep.
while
He is
you are
sneaking in.
overwatching.
Yep, with his
Yes.
super sneaky.
Okay.
I don't actually have anything like binoculars, so I'm just going to rely on my thug eye.
Okay.
Thug eye.
Wait,
It's just one huge cartoon eye that
Yeah.
pops out of your head. Thug vision activate.
Oh, they were delicious, Shadow Machine. So, okay, here's where everything goes to hell. I'm ready.
So, approaching the approaching your target, the forest is going to thin out, and you can see farmland, actually like tilled farmland ahead of you. Are you sticking to the forest and going around, or
I turn to the scout stealth expert expectantly.
I turned to him as well.
I hold up a mirror.
there's a third guy there now.
Because that ain't me. Okay, yes.
This
You
is
seem
all
like
you,
you wanna
man.
say
You're a
something.
stealth expert. You got this. I slap you on the back again. You got this, as loud as I can.
And it rings out across the valley.
And then I run into the bushes and hide.
Meanwhile, does that sound like a gunshot? So I am thinking that it'll go around the ring of trees to try and keep it cover. So I
okay,
can get at least some multiple vantage points on this place.
okay,
And I'll basically be staying here, like at the edge, literally in the bushes, trying to keep an eye on him as he sneaks around the edge.
okay,
Listening. Most important is the hearing.
okay. So I'll need a stealth roll from Jay, and I'll need
Guido is thinking. Oh, it's a bad sign,
Yeah.
really. When Guido's like, I need a roll.
give me a combat primitive weapons roll.
I was gonna say, it's buffering, death, and pestilence.
Okay, I can. Oh, you mean him?
No, I mean you. Because you're hiding in the bushes. The trees are basically petrified, and the bushes are barbed wire.
Oh, goody. Okay, nope, I
that's
can
all
make
bad.
this happen. 10.
Okay.
Wow.
Somehow
I got
you
this.
find a safe spot to hide in.
I like pull and then like rip, crack, 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 and you hear the branches creaking and cracking. I basically make like a little alcove that's just safe enough for me to sneak into. I've probably got a few cuts on
yeah.
the way, but I made it.
Okay.
This takes me back.
So
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Did it It's just it's the wrong size.
We're suddenly in Ultima Online.
Oh my god, it's true. That's a big city. Okay, we need to kill everyone there. God,
That's going
this
to
is
be an
gonna take a while.
afternoon.
Yeah, this is gonna be an ordeal. I mean, I have actually fought 200 kobolds in D&D, as in actually individually fought them. It was the most boring, arduously dumb experience I've ever had in D&D.
So
Should have
someone
packed
said no.
my
No.
should have
I
packed
mean,
my
there's a whole
stabbing
story behind
pants.
that, but oh god, it was just like really. Okay, what's around the next corner? 5 more kobolds. Okay. Yeah,
So scratch that campaign plan.
Yeah.
I knew it. So,
Yeah.
third. I mean, Jay. I mean, ready.
Yes.
I'm not doing stupid stuff, Shadow Machine. What are you talking about? All of my plans are carefully laid out. I try to present them in a comedic fashion because A, it's my job as an entertainer, and B, because it's funnier that way to me.
I don't have a problem with what you're doing. Why do you think I had you roll primitive weapons to hide?
Yeah, I got this. Yeah.
Okay, so
Pick up a branch and make a hole.
So Jay, the 10. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So sticking to the forest, you move between the trees, occasionally seeing people in the fields and ducking back behind cover, and you make your way around the village. It takes a good hour.
Oh, geez. Do I at any point get a sense for the scope of this place while I'm hanging out?
Well, so my next question was going to be which. So you've been coming from the east. Basically, you were heading west. So you're coming in from the right side of this map. But that doesn't mean that you are coming in from the right side of this map.
Yeah, I get you. But we're coming in from the right side of this map. Unless
you were
Randy wants
coming
to do something
from,
else.
but you can have deviated in your approach to any cardinal point.
I think I'm going to leave that up to our scout expert here. I'll hold up the mirror again.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have thought to try and go in a different point. He would just go and be like, okay, and then just go in some clockwise direction around it.
Okay.
So you're approaching from
the east.
From the east? Okay.
Yes.
So you see, you can basically see a handful of buildings, and you can see walls further in, but you're not really able to see details of how many by any means.
This may sound stupid, but I don't see anything like a palisade or a wall or a perimeter on the map.
You are correct.
Okay. That's actually an interesting question. From my vantage point, what can I see? Like, roughly?
As far as well,
obviously I don't see the whole town.
Right. So you're looking for descriptions of the buildings that you do see, or
just a radius would be acceptable for right now. You don't have to get descriptive yet. I just want to know what is in my line of sight.
So I would say, from your vantage point in hiding, you can see everything up to the creek that goes through.
Okay.
And you can tell that there are buildings beyond, some bigger and smaller, but you can't make out details of what those buildings are.
That makes sense. The only other question I have is, what level of foot traffic do I see?
So currently there is no one heading out into the forest.
Good.
to any of the directions.
So there's I literally see 0 people.
No, you see people like
Okay.
working the fields and walking between buildings.
Do they have 7 arms?
No.
Are there whispers?
You don't hear anything beyond the cicadas.
Okay, we're good. God damn. Actually, I should be thankful for those. Those are going to mask the hell out of my sounds. I know just how loud those goddamn bugs can get.
I am going to give you this, though.
Oh.
Let me pull up this here. Do you see that circle?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
So this building looks different from the rest.
Is it made of flesh?
No.
Oh god.
Not that I would know to ask that question in character.
Do not go to that waypoint.
I must. I feel drawn to it. They're telling me. They're welcoming me.
So this building is considerably taller than everything around it. And you actually feel like you recognize what this is, Matthias.
Okay.
Rockwood planks and pillars have been arranged to form a somewhat precarious 3-story pagoda. Sheaves of wheat straw thatching ringing each of the 3 ascending levels. A carefully carved image of a Dharma wheel has been etched into the lintel above the open door. And that's all you can see from here.
Yeah, I imagine I have a terrible view right now. Interesting. Okay. Well, obviously, I am literally on my own right now, so I'm just muttering out loud to myself. I wonder. I do have one last question, actually, though.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that building, if you'll permit me, and if I just can't see, that's fine. But I want to know if these buildings are constructed or repurposed. Is this a town they built, or was this a town they inhabited? I could phrase it differently if that helps.
I know this actually gave a little bit more information on the history. Give me just a moment.
I'm sorry. I find that mildly amusing because to me, as a player, as a character, I would think that'd be my very first question. Is this Fallout where they've inhabited an old, ruined out building, or have they? Is this Fallout New Vegas where they've actually built something?
Yeah.
Fallout 2, for that matter. This can wait.
Okay. No. Okay. So this looks like it used to be a small town.
Okay.
So some of these buildings are obviously they look like they had pieces of houses that have been like rebuilt around the walls and frames.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing that you can see is an entire original structure.
Okay. That is exactly what I wanted to know. I will wait patiently for Dr. Reddy, scouting expert, to get back. And I'm prepared for the long haul here, because as soon as I see like the scope of this, like you said, I can see a decent amount. I'm like, okay, this might take a bit. I'm basically going to give him till nightfall, and then I'm going to go back and get Hank. So like, as soon as the sun starts to set, I'm out of here.
So I'm assuming that once Hank had figured out how to preserve the meat, he was going to be on his way here.
That's up to you, Hank, basically. Your decision call on that.
So basically, it was going to be a kind of a see if I could follow your guys' trail, but not go beyond the forest edge until I can discern. Like, if I got to the farm edge. I would stay within the forest and look to see if they were in the
Oh,
farm.
do I hear him coming?
Well, okay, so what I'll need then is a survival roll from Hank
Okay.
to follow the trail. Because once you get into I'll call it the barren forest,
Mm-hmm.
trying to find traces of their trail becomes considerably harder.
Okay. Well, let's see what we get.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine our jogging trail is a little bit easier to follow, but that's before we hit the forest, really.
So, yeah, you can see where they transitioned into the barren forest, and every once in a while you can find like broken pieces of grass that are actually growing up through the terrain. So Matthias, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Which is, I have terrible perception, which is funny. 7.
Okay.
With one blow.
And I should also ask, Hank, are you trying to be stealthy as you are approaching, or are you just...
Question.
Not specifically up until I can see where the farm is coming up. And then, since my original idea was to recon the farm, I would do so in a stealthy fashion.
You at any point say ham sandwich?
Not yet. I'm keeping that for an emergency only, but it is at the ready.
Next time we meet, I'm setting up some more code words.
Right?
Okay, so...
I actually meant to do it. I just spaced. I was so tired,
Okay, so you're planning on scouting the farm as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which direction are you
By
going?
myself. No one's gonna ever find me
So
again.
I would still be coming in from the east side of the map. Tentatively.
Yeah, I mean, unless you
otherwise...
are... Yeah, I mean, following their trail, they did not deviate from coming in from the left side. Yes, sir.
Okay. Because coming in from that
Ooh, very nice.
that left side, there's the more main looking road of the 6. That's
There
kind
does
of
appear to be a fairly strong cross.
Yeah.
Going on.
So
to the
I'm
side of
assuming
town
that would be like the main thoroughfare, which would potentially have the most people and maybe be the easiest to view, but maybe kind of either a little bit north or a little bit south of that particular road as it presumably goes into the forest. Because I don't want to stand on the road, go, yep, I can see them, and they can see me.
They would be able to, yes.
Yes. Which kind of is counterproductive.
Yeah. So you're just staying off the road,
Mhm.
but if you're going to be scouting, which direction are you going?
So basically up to the edge of the forest on the eastern side, and then most likely moving in a northern fashion.
Okay, so you are going counterclockwise.
Yes.
Okay. So you're basically getting the same overview that Jay is getting.
Mhm.
I need both Jay and Hank to make perception rolls.
Okay.
All right.
I will be right back. I'm just going to grab a drink.
Okay.
Ooh. As much as I possibly could roll.
Nice.
Which isn't that great.
Okay, perfect.
Bless.
I love this.
Of course you do.
Okay, Hank, you are heading north and then continuing west, or as the forest goes around. About the time you get to the north, the northwest corner, Jay, you've made it all the way from the east, all the way south, up the west side, and as you're coming around the northwest side, you see Hank as he's very focused, looking at the town, has not seen you.
Okay. I mean, it's fine with me. I'm not going to shout at him.
He does not notice you. So
Way to break cover.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep making my way around. Feel a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's been basically just people working farms. And so, can I tell like what exactly they're farming from this distance, or is that not possible?
Not having like a history of seeing farmed food, I don't think that your character would be able to identify what they are planting and pulling.
Okay.
But that said, you can tell that they are planting and harvesting what, they're planting and harvesting something.
Okay. All right. Do they look like they are in any way impoverished, or are they just normal farmers, or like how's their general demeanor? Are there kids laughing and running around, or is it very dour?
So there are kids running around. Let's see, what time would this be? As you've been making your way around, you see some kids out playing and other kids that have gone into a building and come back out. I'm not going to make you roll an intelligence check. You can assume it's probably a classroom of some kind.
Okay.
And you can see people interacting, some of which seem to get along rather well. Others are obviously very cold to each other. But it doesn't seem aggressive.
Okay. So it seems like a somewhat normal rural type community, as far as I can tell. Okay. As far as he knows, I suppose. I've seen these in the picture books.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So he will finish making his way around, probably not taking any real stops along the way, because I'm guessing at this point he's kind of been like, yeah, more farms, more farming, more farming, more farming, more farming. Let's get back to the start.
As I'm going from area to area, I pass enough fields to probably see. I'm assuming I can recognize what they're growing.
Oh yeah. You recognize corn, potatoes, cabbages.
Okay. So typical staples of produce.
Yeah. Some things that you don't recognize. I'm just going to leave that.
Well, no, I mean, yeah. I was like, I don't see you finishing that sentence because that kind of defeats the purpose.
You recognized a fresh, tingly spangly dish.
Yeah.
And a big pile of mute fruit. So, is there any livestock, or is it just produce, or just crops?
That's a good question. I should have already had the answer to that.
Man cannot live by corn alone.
I would assume there's some kind of livestock.
I mean, even the Egyptians had livestock.
I know, yeah.
And they lived and bred on their fields.
Yes, there's
2-headed cows.
I'm waiting for it.
Probably some sheep, some goats.
Damnable fowl.
Chickens.
Always the chickens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, definitely not as prolific as a village of this size should have, as far as like meat production or anything. But there is livestock.
Okay. Given what I know about farming, with what I've seen so far, given I haven't taken an entire circuit of the entire town per se, but would they potentially have enough crops to support a settlement of this size, or are they not producing enough?
The farmlands that you're seeing are producing more crops than you would anticipate.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of, like, do they have enough to support themselves? Do they have a surplus? So maybe they're helping to support or bartering with another settlement, or are they destitute where they're not supporting enough for themselves at all? To try and get a kind of an idea of what the what they're going to be like when we talk to them. Are they going to be like, oh yeah, we're good, we're self-sufficient, we're fine, and we can do trading, or like, oh, you're another burden on this already burdened settlement, so get out or we're going to shoot you, or they may just shoot us on sight. Or will they grind us up and feed us to the crops? I mean, that's also an applicable possibility.
You have profession farming, don't you?
I do.
Give me a farming roll.
I think I do. Let me check my sheet. I didn't actually add it to the sheet, as dumb as it is. I had it in my entire backstory, so I didn't. I don't know why I didn't put that in there.
Okay. Well,
I have faking farming.
Give me the profession roll.
Okay.
Intelligence. I'm going to give you a +1.
Okay. Should I write in farming just to be consistent?
Yeah, go ahead and write it in. You're not going to get any points in it per se, but
Sure.
Wow. Okay.
Farming. It's official.
Okay. So you heard my description of the trees and the barbed wire bushes and whatnot. Obviously, these are not plants that you're familiar with. But on closer inspection of the ground and the soil, you can tell after spending years farming, this is some of the most fertile land you've ever seen.
Okay. Like unnaturally so. Like at a level they would be like master farmers, kind of thing.
Well, so okay, keep in mind you are not in the actual farmed soil.
Right.
You're still in the forest.
Okay. But just from what I'm seeing at a distance.
No.
Or just
in the if you
in the look.
Yeah, if you bend over and pick up some dirt next to the petrified tree, this dirt is the most fertile dirt you have ever seen.
Okay. So I should be bagging this up so I can sell it. Okay.
What were you going to say, Laura? Okay. Couple other things I do want to throw out really quick. Okay. So as Hank and Jay were making their way around the village, a couple of things caught their attention. This building, the square one, square one, they're all square. And this one.
Oh, okay. I didn't move the map enough. What was it? Where's the second one again?
Down
Okay,
here.
got it. So tactical strike there and there.
Let me just a sec here.
Call in artillery.
I got to like the third word, and I'm just gonna say no.
Come on.
No. It's okay. So I'm gonna say the hollow square.
Okay.
The backs of several two-story buildings are connected by high rockwood trunk walls to form a rectangular compound. The roofs of these buildings are slated in rockwood slabs rather than the usual thatching. And above the windowless first floors, the second floors show the glint of old Terran armor glass windows. The more L-shaped building, actual stone blocks were used in constructing this rectangular compound, not the slabbed lengths of rockwood that built the rest of the town. Someone must have gone to great expense to fashion this small fortress here at the edge of town. A square tower at the south end of the building rises 3 stories high, as tall as the church spire in the distance. Apparently there's a church.
When they worship the meat fortress.
I was going to say, do they just follow the cult of the damned? Is that what this is?
Okay. So,
is this like a weekly sacrifice to the flesh people, leave them alone? Is that how this works?
Yes.
All right,
more blood for the blood god.
This building has the church spire.
Okay.
The kind of T. If you need me to point it out again, let me know.
Nope. Got it.
Okay. So it looks like they've... Okay. Gotcha.
So it looks like a decent community.
Yeah. All right. So I'll continue making my way around, taking note of those.
Okay.
Don't really want to reproach them, especially not the armored fortress they have. So y'all know what happens if you get close to town centers. They all run in there, and then they all start raining arrows down on everybody.
So, Jay, you make it back. You complete your circuit and make it back to Jonathan.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do I see him?
Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
I keep closing it because it's covering most of the map.
So you can also pop out your character sheet.
How?
There should be up at the top left.
Yeah, there's an
Yes.
icon.
It looks like 2 rectangles
I see
on
it.
top of each
It's
other.
super handy.
Nice.
And if you're in Chrome, you can right-click, show as tab, and then just slot it in with the other one.
It still go through. I'm going to just do an attack roll just to see if it works. There we go. Yep. Okay. I attack the darkness. So I got a 6 on the perception.
Okay. So Jay, not knowing where Jonathan is hiding, you basically get right up on him before he notices you. But Matthias, you do actually notice Jay before he doesn't know where he's looking for you, so he doesn't see you. So you find him first.
So, with my terrible perception roll, do I see anyone else?
No
Is
one
he being
else
followed.
No, he is not being followed.
Okay, so I take like a few seconds to debate that for a second, and then I'm like, okay, and then I kind of like rustle my way out of my very painful crouching position I've made for myself here. Stretch. Every single bone in my body pops as I stretch out. Like, oh, this takes me back.
Surprised I'll grab him and throw him into the bush. No.
Oh, into the razor bush. That's no good.
I don't even resist because I'm so stunned by this.
Ah.
I thought you were my ally. I kill him.
Like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do. I snap his neck. No. An attack helicopter comes out of nowhere and just shoots him. Did you happen to see that?
I saw the clip. I didn't see the whole stream,
my
but I saw the
God.
clip. That was funny.
It really did came out of nowhere. There was no helicopter, no nothing, and then just all of a sudden, ridiculous goddamn thing. Anyways, that's a bad GM right there.
Yeah.
So I pop out and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
what'd you find? Hang on. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Well, it's
God.
actually pretty boring, to be honest.
Doing stretches.
There's just a bunch of people farming who knows what down there. And they all seem
How
pretty
many
normal.
people?
Oh, I don't know. They're a bunch of families.
Ooh, several.
It's just
families.
like
Well,
the
that makes
general
sense.
rural community. I'd actually it wouldn't be out of place. A couple places I visited.
Okay. Well, now I've got a job for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually really important. You're cloning, genetic engineering, enhancement, right? That's you.
I suppose so.
Perfect. Now they have an army. We need a Hulk.
Okay.
Okay, can we see the character picture I chose? So okay.
It looks
Not
like
the-
they've
not
got
the-
some places that have boarded up. They got some sort of church and a couple other odd buildings, but like I said, it doesn't seem anything out of the normal. I think that
Well, okay. Then maybe we don't need a Hulk right now. But
I think
later.
that diplomacy would probably be a good thing to try.
Diplomatic Hulk. I like it. It's
Yes.
bold.
Diplomatic Hulk. I mean, they did that a couple
Hulk
times.
want corn.
Hulk would be a great diplomat. Me what? Okay.
I don't care what, but you got it.
Yep. Okay, so awesome.
What was that? The
Have
raw definition of diplomacy.
Have you seen Hank around anywhere? I haven't heard him or seen him.
Mm-mm.
Well,
I'm guessing he's back in the
staking out.
cave. No, I'm just kidding. He's sulking around here.
It's like, he's totally going to play this off. I like to see where this
Back
goes.
to the cave,
No,
then.
he's.
Excellent.
I saw him as I was coming around the northwestern bend, so I imagine we've got to wait here for a little while.
Okay, well, we'll just. I don't feel like going back. You can go into the bushes if you want to.
No, it's okay. That seems like it has scratched you up quite a bit.
Oh, I'm fine.
You're bleeding.
Blood everywhere. It's my disguise. I wanted to be disguised when we go and encounter these people. I'm going to call them the village people.
The village people. Well,
Yeah, we've got the whisper cultists, and these are the village people.
Sure. Let me guess. One of the buildings just happens to say in like scrawled lettering YMs. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yep. Great.
Does
Good. No,
does
as long as
anyone
it's
have
there.
like a hard hat for me?
Yeah.
To go in, I want to speak to them in their language.
Yeah. I'll be the cop, I guess.
So we wait. How long are we waiting? Like, we didn't really establish a get together spot with Hank.
I thought we were going to go back to the cave, but
I'm crawling prone around the entire perimeter, so it might take me a while.
wait. So you're
All
that
right.
one guy in Airsoft who just crawls around the
Yeah,
entire
just
time and then gets
days
shot
later.
5 hours later, just laying there. It's okay. I'll see you guys in 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I charge in, guns blazing. I get my Gatling out of my bag of holding, and I just hold down the trigger. Oh, hang on. I get the bandana on. There we go. Now I hold down the trigger, and I never let go.
Okay, so Matthias is pulling a Rambo.
Great.
I need the. Okay. No, I don't want to make a move without Hank, so I'm just. I am going to play D&D with Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy, what kind of character you want to play? I'll go and GM.
Oh, I've never played this.
we have to
before
go
in my
deeper.
life.
Oh, it's really easy. So there's a bunch of classes. There's warrior, rogue, shaman, paladin, mage, death knight. Death knight's really cool. You should play that. It seems up your alley.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna be a death knight. Now, do you want to be a blood, a frost, or an unholy death knight?
A blood, I suppose.
Okay, that makes sense. You know, you got the blood thing. You're staying on brand. It makes sense. It makes sense.
So I hear them having this conversation as I'm eventually making my way around.
Yeah, by the time you make it there, it's like, okay, hang on, let me roll the dice. All right, Tyrion, he deflects your attack, but it looks like
The thing is,
the
though,
Lich King himself has shown up.
You actually had to make the dice to roll.
That's what I'm saying. Like you had to carve it out of
It
one
took-
of the
It took a
petrified
while.
trees.
Well, we've got wood everywhere, right? I've got the knife, so
Okay, keep in mind, these trees,
Petrified.
they are literally rocks.
that's perfect. Have you ever had rock dice? They're fantastic.
This is true. This is true.
So I used it. Yeah, exactly. I punched the trees. I've played Minecraft. I've
Good
punched them a few
God.
times.
Days later.
And you see the cracks like really slowly spreading on the tree. There we go.
The Doctor Who episode. I can't remember. He was in the castle.
I don't remember.
Spoiler, he
Sorry.
keeps dying over and over.
Okay.
I don't know.
I actually don't think I've seen that one. Also, the Doctor dying doesn't really... like, that's barely a spoiler at this
Yeah.
point in
Yeah,
history.
I know.
I hear he's done that a few times.
So I guess I don't have dice. So I just make up numbers. I'm like, all right, you rolled a 1.
Again, it's
Again, it's so weird.
But that's the best you can roll. Well done.
And so I'm like, all right. So what are you going to say to the Lich King now that he's confronting you and Tyrion? What do you say?
I say hello. I'll
Okay,
just
you
be
walk up
back
and
in
say
if
hello.
you need me.
All right, so you go into the back with the rest of the Death Knights. The battle begins. Hang on, let's roll for your initiative. And I just... Oh, no, I've got it. I've got like a bundle of sticks. I just kind of toss them. And I look at the pattern that they make, and I try to make out a number in the pattern. It's like, okay, it's a 7. So you got a 7 for initiative. So you're going to be in the back there a bit. Now, I want you to picture this huge... And I'm just describing this huge battle scene as Hank is finally coming around to us.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
Why is he been just stabbing this tree next to him? Okay,
He
whatever.
says, I don't understand why would we not just build siege weaponry and then destroy this place from afar? Why are we going up and fighting them hand to hand?
That is a good question. So if you want to approach the Lich King and suggest to him, siege, you can do that.
Yeah, so why don't we just take these gigantic bone dragons we have and drop things on them? Why are we sending troops in?
Perfect. Okay, so you invade the land. Are you interrupting us yet, Hank?
No, I'm actually like listening to you and then looking at the farm going, I didn't see any of that. What are they talking? I literally didn't see any of that.
So yeah,
I missed all of those tactical points.
We're going to need to find like sufficient items to be dropped from the bone dragons. Have you seen anything in the area that you could use?
What are you talking about?
Oh, hey Hank, what's up?
Oh, you're back. Great.
Excellent. You see anything interesting?
Yeah, there's a farm over there that we've been thinking about making welcome.
Yeah. So hang on, real quick. So after you get the bone dragons, what are you thinking of doing with the prisoners?
Again, what are you doing?
Oh, they're summarily lined up and executed.
Okay. Good idea. All right, Hank. So, have you seen any and I'm just gonna segue into, have you seen any tactical weaknesses? Like militia holes? Do they have a palisade? I mean, what do we got going on here?
Well, a farm for all intents and purposes.
Farm. So we can just charge in there and kill everyone and be fine with it?
Well, or that we can keep that as a possibility, but from what I can tell, it appears to be just a small town with a farm and with surprisingly amazing soil technology for what they're growing.
Soil? Well, that's weird. So I walk over to Hank and I'm like, I'm not saying we should attack these people. I'm trying to figure out how defensible this area is, because there's got to be some reason these people haven't already been attacked by someone else, right? Like, this looks pretty well established. This is not something that was built yesterday.
Well, they've got a lot of
year ago.
numbers. They've got at least one fortified place that
but-
people can go back to.
I mean, I don't know. In my experience, numbers don't mean jack if you don't know how to use them. There's got to be some kind of militia. There's got to be, or maybe they've got a deal with a
And-
bigger
Well, there
power
probably
around
is a
here.
militia.
And has anybody
So-
like been like, in addition to just milling around the town and farming, has there been anybody who like is walking what would be considered a patrol, or really even looking out at the forest at all that they're surrounded by at all times?
No, but
Oh, that's creepy as hell.
you did see a couple of people that they were not as dirty as the other farmers,
Okay.
walking around and like pointing at things and talking amongst themselves.
Kind of like,
Surveyors are here.
I was gonna say
tax the land.
overseers.
I'd say this feels like a place that's under another person's fiefdom or something. Whoops, sorry about the music, guys. Like that's I'm saying this in character. That is legit the vibe I'm getting here.
So if that's
This
the
is owned
case,
by
it's
someone else.
most likely protected in some form or another. So if we aren't aggressive, we should be able to at least talk to somebody to get some information, or say, hey, worst case scenario, we're just passing through. We don't want any trouble, but where's the next civilized city outpost?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Farm?
So, did either of you see anything that looks like an ideal, this is where we should show up spot? Like, hey, it's us.
Honestly, for
Um,
transparency, I would say just one of the 4 main roads. Either
Okay.
there's the biggest one seems to be running north-south. There's the main one we're fairly close to that goes across the river on the eastern side that we're on.
Yeah. Might I suggest we do not just come in from the east where we've actually come from, just on the off chance that we need to go back to the east
Sure.
in a hurry.
Okay. That said, I would say probably north appears to be the...
Dr. Reddy, you're our scouting expert. What are you thinking on this?
Oh, yeah, that sounds fine.
Excellent. Dr. Reddy gives it his expert
Thumbs up.
thumbs up. Yes. Whoops. There we go. So, all right. Yeah, I guess we do exactly that, Guido. We head over to the north side and approach extremely openly
Okay.
and get shot.
Yeah, like 2 steps out of the forest. It's like
Yeah.
step, boom, and we're all dead.
Like, has anyone seen the intro to New Vegas where there's the guy and then he just gets shot and then because there's the sniper
Yeah.
on the New Vegas wall? Yeah, that's got to be us.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's what's about to happen. Okay, so we're on approach. I'm gonna go ahead and go out up front. I would like, ooh. So I'm gonna be the open one. Let's actually talk about this. So first of all, let's set up some code sounds. We need a code sound for "I'm over here."
Mhm.
You know, when we're sneaking around, like we could have just used. What are the code sounds do you think we need here?
So we've already got ham sandwich, so that covers a good
Yep.
portion of it. We could
Yeah.
maybe switch up and have one of them be ham casserole.
Okay.
Ham smoothie is when things have gone really, really bad.
Oh yeah, ham smoothie is just the worst.
Just-
ham
yeah,
smoothie
it's
is
all-
abandon
it's all-
me
yeah.
and get
Just
out.
go, just go,
That's-
just go.
Just run. Yes, that's what ham smoothie is.
Okay.
Ham casserole is probably like I am about to die.
Mhm.
Like if you can save me, but otherwise think about getting out. And then ham sandwich is just help.
Okay.
And then we need some kind of like bird call, like clumsy or something like that. Like just clumsy. And you just kind of say it kind of casually. That'll be the like, hey, I'm over here kind
Okay.
of thing. Clumsy. Oh, excuse me. Also, so I'm going to go ahead and go up first. I'm going to go ahead and hide my gun. I'm not going to have it holstered for this, even though it's a huge risk. And I'm going to have my other weapon sheathed, my robot arm. So I'm going to basically be going out nice and casual like. Now, what I'm thinking is we should probably portray ourselves not as people from the past, but we should probably portray ourselves as like a merchant caravan or something.
It's going to be difficult in these particular jumpsuits, but I'm willing to give it an honest try.
You know, something, right? We got to go in some direction. If you have another suggestion, I'm listening.
Well, I would say we could maybe dull the. How starkly blue are these jumpsuits? Are we
That's a
like
good
talking
question.
full on, full out? Fallout.
Yeah, are we just Fallout
I
here?
mean,
No, they're not bright blue.
okay. So like maybe if we dirty them up a little bit, it'll blend in a little bit better. But
Honestly, I think they're probably pretty dirty the last couple of days, I would imagine.
I mean,
good God,
What is that? Hang on.
it's green beyond green.
What is that?
It's athletic tape,
I was gonna say it's like
okay,
neon
yeah,
tape.
Yeah.
or
An entire suit of that. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
need flashlights because
tape.
you can already see. Yeah,
Yep. It works for me.
no,
I'll just wear a suit of that.
but seriously, they're think like dark navy blue.
okay.
And lots of dirt. Mine probably has some blood on it.
Yep, absolutely.
I probably have some cuts. And
Some of it's yours.
Yes, I was gonna say, my own blood is on me.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and portray myself as like the merchanty, travel-y, the talker, not the melee guy. And one of you two could like basically be the bodyguard. You'd imagine that'd be in this kind of a situation, or
Okay.
maybe both of you. That's up to you guys. What are you thinking?
Hank can do it.
Okay, I'll have
Okay.
I'll have the weapon visible but holstered, so that'll
Ooh.
portray
got-
itself fairly decently as a bodyguard.
Yeah. And Dr. Reddy, you be the specialist, okay? Like, so if we're getting into a thing and I'm like, Doctor, could you come over here for a second? And I just hand something up for you to inspect, whether you know what it is or not, act like you do.
Well, you know all those like fancy science words, right?
I've spent most of my life doing those kinds of things.
Oh, yeah? What's your highest level character in World of Warcraft?
Hold on. I can do this
I know
because
this answer.
I can make up a bunch of jargon about something I don't understand in front of me because I am trained in bureaucracy.
Nice, nice.
There you go. Perfect.
This will work.
Perfect.
This will so
So
work.
I've got diplomacy and leadership. He's got bureaucracy, and you've got shoot things in the face. And also, you're a farmer and an engineer. We get nice synergy. I like this. Okay.
Mhm.
So we're gonna go. Like, any other suggestions for how to approach this?
I think fairly open but cautious.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
hopefully-
like super casual. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just walk up like it's every other day, striding into town. That's gonna be my attitude.
I mean, they're probably going to figure it out really quickly if we don't actually speak their language.
If they don't, then
Yeah,
there's
that's
other
gonna,
ways to communicate. I'm actually good at, like, my character is legitimately good at communicating with people who don't speak his language, so I should be
Okay.
okay on that front.
okay. I'm hoping if they do speak our language, I can start up a conversation about farming.
That would
And
be cool.
maybe you should offer if they are hesitant some services. That's normally a good thing to trade.
Oh, real quick, did you tell me about the soil?
Yes,
So I'm going to ask the
that was
obvious
the
question.
that was the opening thing when I
If-
came up to you guys.
Oh,
It's
you're
like,
right,
this
you're
is
right,
really
right.
weird.
If the soil is so amazing, what's up with the trees?
Best I can tell is maybe somehow the soil has absorbed nutrients from the trees from so long ago that they've petrified, which doesn't actually make any sense, but
I
that's the
was
only
going to
way I
say,
can
I don't-
explain it.
I don't know nature like you do, sir. I will bend to your expertise on this one.
I mean,
I lean over to Reddy. I think he's lying to us
Yeah.
about being a
I mean,
farmer.
this place is very, very old. Well, not very, very
Yeah,
old, but
okay,
it's
okay.
established. They
So
could
we don't
have
know is the answer.
cultivated
have you
it
heard of
otherwise.
reverse osmosis?
I have. It's
Okay.
really creepy.
It's like
Hang on. Let me put my hand on your chest for like 10 years.
Mhm.
No. All right. So yeah, we just stride into town in this manner as we described, Guido.
Okay. So, as you're walking in from the north,
Down the main big old street there.
yep.
Yep.
So the first building, so it would be on your left. It's actually on the right side of that,
Yeah.
Mhm.
on the map there.
There we go.
The small bunkhouse isn't the best in town, but someone's recently put on a fresh thatch, and it has a faintly worn look of a place regularly occupied. The next building, as you pass on the other side of the street,
Mhm.
I think is there. The gray rock wood of this home is decorated by bones and fearsome fangs, the remains of mutant predators wired up as trophies above the door.
Do I recognize any of those creatures?
You recognize the skull of a giant snake.
Hey, we might have a commodity.
that looks familiar.
Yeah, it looks very, very familiar. I've seen those teeth before.
Mm-hmm.
I picked one out of my neck.
Hey, I
The
got a
house-
matching set.
The house itself looks a little worse for wear. Signs of decay and neglect in the thatching and an ill-tended garden. Continuing south, the larger L-shaped building there. The squat building is long and wide, the front given over to an array of grain sacks, stacked hides, rockwood slats, and other products.
Sounds like a trade post.
You can see along the backside, doors along both walls suggest a dozen smaller suites built into the rear of the building, each with a small knot of children squalling and playing before the steps.
Oh, never mind. That's probably a classroom. Why is a classroom this far out of the city? Well, who designed this place?
Well, also, why would it have like sellable goods at the? It's almost like kids hanging out in front of like a general store.
Yeah, that's really weird. I think you want to investigate. I'll just in character. I just kind of point like,
I don't know about approaching the kids of the town as
yeah.
newcomers.
Yeah, that's why
That seems
I'm
like a
kinda hesitant,
really
too.
bad idea.
That's got restraining order written all over it.
Yep.
And in this setting, that means just being shot in the head.
Yeah, it's a really quick trial.
So we continue south. Has anyone noticed us yet?
Actually, there is a gentleman who is looking out through the door of this building.
The L one?
Yes,
Okay.
watching you walk past.
I will give a light jovial wave. Wave, ready? Wave.
Just be friendly.
Just be friendly.
thing
Oh,
with
God,
the
they're
hi.
going to shoot us if you don't wave, ready?
Yeah, that works too. Yeah,
Don't
great.
smile,
Go.
it's
Yeah.
terrifying. Stop. They're going to shoot us.
So he will give the classic, as if he was wearing a hat, nod.
Okay. Awesome. I will actually give a very curt, quick nod as well, and we'll keep going.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so far so good. I'm
Nobody-
going to say
yeah.
that under my breath, like so far so good.
Yeah, we've hit the
That's-
third
that's a good
tier
sign.
and nobody's attacked us yet.
Yep. If anybody hears a gunshot, it's okay. It's probably going to be aimed at me.
Hmm.
So you guys need to bolt.
Copy that. Die for cover.
There'll be a ham smoothie situation
Yes.
when we hear a gunshot.
Oh, if something goes wrong, the other two should be like, "Oh, thank goodness we're being held hostage. Thank you so much."
Wow. Totally sell out.
They're dead. They don't care.
Okay.
Thanks. Let me re-roll my own spirit of vengeance here. Hang on.
So the next building that you're coming to is the backwards C.
Mhm.
A few lean-flanked horses slouch in the stables here, or amble over diffidently.
I take a giant bite out of one of them.
Wow.
The entire
see that
town
coming.
attacks you.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like punching a chicken in Skyrim. You've now
Oh,
angered
God,
the entire
no.
town.
No, I take it back. Reload. F9.
Okay, so you're back in the bush.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't save.
I was
Please.
gonna say.
Why didn't you remind me to save, viewers? Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. So horses. Which I'm taking a bite of.
Yes. There are several very lean horses in what appear to be stables, walking around aimlessly or trying to feed in the pasture.
Okay. So this is getting weird, guys. This is like the weirdest layout to a town I've ever seen in my life. This is like the least defensible thing ever.
Well, no, it makes sense. They don't know how to build the town.
I mean, haven't they played SimCity?
I was just waiting for that. Okay.
I was trying to think of a way to turn that into a different joke because I've seen people who are terrible at SimCity, but I couldn't think of a way to segue that in.
Yeah, this power grid will never work.
Yeah. Why did you put the airport right next to the power plant?
Believe it or not, most people are terrible at SimCity.
Yes.
True.
They are.
As you're continuing to walk
I just keep waiting for like a significant encounter here. Is kind of what I'm waiting for.
A gaggle of children run past.
Okay.
Real quick. Now, this is the first time I have seen anyone up close.
Okay.
How inhuman do they look? Are we at full-on feral ghoul? Is there like weird discoloration of the skin? Is it sagging off of them like it was with the Whisper cultists?
Or they like the fish people at the beginning of the
Is
game.
it like the fish people? Do they have extra arms? Like, I'm looking because, yeah.
So the clothing that they're wearing, you can tell has been handmade. Some of the kids look like they're wearing burlap sacks, for lack of a better description.
Okay.
And they are all covered in dirt.
Dirt farmers, of course.
It makes so much sense. That's why ogres stole their husband. That's a
But
really esoteric joke. No one's going to get that.
As far as like mutations or anything, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
So, in other words, to put this into blank terms, if this was 500 years ago or whatever, this aside from their clothing, this would not look out of bounds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's terrifying. That is legitimately not what my character was expecting, and he has no idea how to deal with this now, so he's thinking.
So I'm going to put it to you this way: your time spent in Japan.
Yeah.
You were in some farming communities, very tight-knit communities that are basically, 5 families tending the land for, hundreds of years.
Yeah.
This reminds you of that.
Okay. Which, again, reinforces my theory that there is a lord or a businessman or a criminal organization or whatever. Someone owns this. And that's how these people operate and are allowed to continue to operate. So we need to... Okay. So I pull up my gun and I shoot Dr. Reddy.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And you save the day.
Wow.
Yes! I knew it! I knew you were the traitor, but I couldn't get it.
Perfectly executed.
So...
Right. Well done, everybody. Great campaign.
Good campaign. Yep. We
Done
figured
it.
out that the evil one was actually third all along.
Yes, I had the traitor card.
You wake up from your nightmare. No.
At last. No, okay.
You're in the cave. It's your shift.
Oh, damn cave.
Back again.
So it looks like we're going to be facing like a choice soon. And I'm kind of thinking main road still.
Yes. Why don't we head to the building
The
that
big
we
one?
saw in the southwest, the one that had the 3-story.
The one that's
tower.
currently circled in like fuchsia.
This one right here.
We'll take
Because that seemed more like a little town hall area, or at least something where there may be some.
I think I didn't
important
see the
people
one.
there.
Which one are you pointing at?
This one right here, because this is the one with the tower.
Scroll.
This is the one that has the I think bulletproof
Scroll
glass or
down.
something of that sort.
Right.
And
And
this
then
is
the
the
church.
church.
Oh, that one. Okay. God, that's way over there. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're basically crossing the town to get to that one.
Yes.
Okay. Let's ask this way, Guido. If we were to beeline for that, how many times would we be significantly interrupted on the way?
Well,
If indeed at all.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can even make the set of crossroads before we get
Yeah,
accosted.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, I really feel like people are going to be like, "Who the hell are those?" We aren't recognizable, right? They don't know us, and our clothes are definitely not recognizable. Like we have, and I have a robot arm on my back.
Mhm.
We have multiple things that indicate that we are not from around here.
Maybe valuable.
so my first question would be: are you going to continue on the road, or are
Yes.
you going? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, all right, this is what I'm going to do. Continuing south down this road, there's not much of interest. However, as you approach this area here,
Mhm.
your nose picks up a familiar smell,
Is it
and
snake meat?
no, your mouth starts to water as you smell fresh baked bread.
Oh my god!
Coming-
I thought that's not what I thought you were going to say.
I know,
Oh
coming
god!
from this building here.
Viewers at home, I thought he was going to say you. Basically, I smell the flesh from the flesh forest. Except he wasn't going to.
Yes, the
describe it
harvest
that
was
way.
good this year.
Yeah, the harvest was great. Apparently. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna glance back at Reddy and Hank and be like,
I don't have anything to trade.
I mean,
Well-
we could try and trade the snake meat.
if we're going to establish communication or
I
trade,
would feel terrible trying to trade snake meat for that.
Oh, you're not wrong, but I'm just wondering, can we haggle it anyway?
do we have any snake skin? Did we get any of that in the initial roll, like 5 sessions ago or whatever it was?
None that I have written down.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't you use the skin to actually pack the meat in?
You're right. You're right. We
Oh,
did.
yeah.
So I guess we do have the snake skin, if it's worth anything.
Well, I suppose this may be a good place to make first contact with
Can we make boots with it?
the common folk.
All right. So, is there like an outward stall where the pies are cooling, kind of a thing, where someone can interact with, or is this a I have to go inside kind of a situation? We have to go inside situation.
Well, let me give you the description of the building here. Rows of solar box ovens line the roof of this low, flat building, all of them on turntables that can be rotated together with a single connected rod. Loaves of wheaten bread brown inside the cookers. Here and there, some other family meal heating under the force of the sun overhead. You see a man with a peg leg working some no, actually what he's going to be doing is unloading some sacks from a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
Okay.
I say, don't worry, guys. I understand his language. I'll walk over. Yar, me matey.
Oh, God.
He stabs you
Yep.
With
I
a
wake
wheelbarrow.
up. F9 as I'm falling over.
with the wheelbarrow. He's
With the
stabbing.
wheelbarrow. Oh, God,
It's
this
going
is
to
going to
take
take
some
a minute.
force.
Everyone else just watches.
Which, of course, is not actually a stab, but a blunt instrument.
So, F9.
So you die. You fall into the wheelbarrow. He's like, that's convenient.
So, yeah, I walk over and I say, howdy. I want to stress, actually, you know what? Let me actually do a roll for this. Where's my rolls? Where is, I thought I did have diplomacy.
I thought you did.
Where is it? Like, I don't see it at all. It's not under D, unless I'm blind.
Is that just persuade?
It might be, yeah.
Well, I do have a rank in Persuade. I have 2 ranks in Persuade, actually. So
Nice.
that might be it, yeah. But what I want to do
Or
is,
was it-
okay.
Was it a profession?
Well, I don't have anything under any professions.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
it
guessing
was,
it's Persuade.
it was probably either leadership, persuade, or bureaucracy.
And where's bureaucracy? I actually do have bureaucracy. Holy crap. But for this, I'm going to go with Persuade. Charisma roll. Whoops. Wrong screen. There we go. Is anybody going to assist me with this?
I actually have a 1 in persuade, so I can assist you. Basically,
What's your plan? Before
So
you roll.
the idea is to basically just kind of walk up, be nice and jovial. I want to affect an accent. Now, in real life, I can only do like 5 accents, so I'm going to turn Dwarven for the remainder of this. Now, somebody walking up to him and say, "Hey there, my laddie. Ah, it's a wonderful, beautiful day, isn't it? I love the smells from your thing." You know, just basically making conversation. And
Okay.
again, affecting an accent very, very deliberately.
Okay. How do you want Hank to be assisting you?
Uh, there's a thing that I don't know the name for when you make a verbal comment and other people make physical reactions to that enforce your verbal comment.
Okay, so you just want him to react to what you're saying in a positive manner.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a performance.
Yeah, kind of that direction.
Um, okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a persuade roll, Hank, first.
Okay. And persuade is charisma, right?
Yes. Okay.
So no. Wonderful. So
I'm immediately thrown off by your accent to the point where I completely miss the cue and go, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't mind me, bro. Here, he's not really the sociable type. If you catch my meaning. He's a lot quicker with a firearm than I am. But actually, no, I don't say that. I take that back.
Dear God.
He's a lot better with the animals than I am. That's one of his tastes. I handle the people. He handles the animals. It's a good combo. And the good doctor back there. Oh, he's wonderful. He's brilliant, genius. Aren't you, Doctor Eddie?
Yes.
No, I want you to be like super fake German, real quick.
Da.
So, do I just roll unassisted, Guido?
Hold on just a second. Okay. I was just seeing if he actually notices Hank's fumble. All right. Go ahead and give me your persuade roll.
8.
Okay. So he is a bit caught off guard as you approach, and is not really expecting conversation. So he's oblivious to Hank.
Thank God.
Good.
So you're initiating conversation with him. What were you saying again?
It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day today. Oh, it's beautiful. The smells from your bakery are wonderful. I was hoping I could come over and maybe snatch a pinch, if you know what I mean.
Of course. I would love to sell you some loaves of bread.
So, viewers at home, this is why I was doing this. He speaks English, and he understands us just fine.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole point of this encounter, right there. Okay. Wonderful. Now, I'm afraid we're a bit of more of a barter kind of a situation. So hopefully we'll have something that might be of value to you because that smells delicious.
Oh, certainly. What have you got?
Well, that's actually a good question. I, the player, I'm not 100% sure what we have in our barter.
We've got
bin.
snake meat.
We've got snake meat. We've got snake. I'll go ahead and bring it up. I've got this lovely. We just caught it yesterday, I think, actually. Some snake meat and some fresh snake skin. I don't know if that's of value to you, but I thought I'd at least mention it. It's very fresh. I had some this morning myself.
The meat, not the skin.
Yeah, I'm not fond of the skin.
You know what I could do?
It already is, though.
If you're willing to part with some of that snake meat, I could make you some meat pies.
Oh, meat pies. Now, that sounds
Alright.
lovely. What are you thinking, lads?
Yeah,
Da.
that sounds like a plan. 'Cause I'm totally no selling this. Yes, that would be fantastic, my good
Actually,
man.
you know what? It occurs to me that after seeing both Hank and Reddy's performance, my character is going to just kind of stop involving them in the conversation. So can I take that back? He doesn't say, "What do you think?" He just says, "No, that sounds lovely," and just decides.
He's gonna look over your shoulder at the one word response guy. Da? Really?
I don't mind him. He's not the most sociable of types. You know, he was kept inside as a kid, you know. Very, very normal. And I turn around his hourglasses and I just glare and ready for a second, just for a second before turning right back around. So,
Guten Appetit.
maybe we could get to some kind of understanding here. I pull out my own personal stock, which I actually wrote down. I have 3 raw steaks, is what you gave me. Oh no, we ate some this morning.
Well, plus I've been cooking them.
So I guess I don't have that. I have 2 cooked steaks.
As would I then now.
So here's what I've got. I drag them out in the snake skin pouch, and I'm afraid what else do I have? And I start kind of patting myself down as I am mentally thinking of what the hell I have that I can offer this guy, because I really don't have anything that I'm willing to part with. At least not this adventure. And I pull up the gun and shoot him in the face.
Yep. His bread is ours.
I don't have anything to offer him. So if he this is all I get.
Okay.
I'm not giving him the stim packs. I'm not giving him the gun, and I'm not giving him my arm.
So
That's
how
all
many?
I've got?
Hold on. How many steaks do you have between you?
I have 2
I have
cooked
2.
because we ate 1 for breakfast.
So you each have 2.
I believe we have 6. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. If you're willing to part with those steaks, I can make you each a meat pie, and then the other steaks I can then make meat pies with to sell to the other villagers.
That sounds fair. As compensation for your hard work on the matter. I will have to confer with my party on this one, though. So I will
Das
turn
ist gut.
around and just kind of, without non-vocally, just be like,
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
okay. So yeah, we seem to have an accord. I didn't get your name, my name is Jonathan. What can I? No. That's not true.
Great. A third name that we have to remember.
Yeah, I actually need a third alias for this. This is something I thought about actually.
It's true. You did
Yeah.
mention it. I don't remember
did.
what you said your name was going to be.
I don't
but-
either. I actually already had a few prepped.
McGillicuddy?
Let's go with Michael.
Okay.
Keep these simple. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. My name's Michael.
Robert. Well met.
Nice to meet you, Robert. Michael.
So,
I'm Michael of McGillicuddy, personally. That back there, that's Boberson. And that's, he's the third gentleman. We call him Sir Geoffrey Tilworth Flatsplangely.
Oh, boy.
Points if you get it.
Nope.
It's an Eddie Izzard thing.
Ah.
No, I'm not going to make up their... No, I have to make up their codenames. Crap. Okay.
So I was going to say, call me Jeffrey then?
So, yeah, you'll be Jeffrey, and you'll be Samuel.
Tater salad.
Yeah, that works too.
Oh, no, Wilhelm. There we go. Perfect. That's Wilhelm.
Kaiser Funkenschlag.
Kaiser Wilhelm Funkenschlag. He's really got an active imagination.
Wow.
It's bizarre. You kind of learn to love him, though. He's really got an eye for things. And this is Jeffrey, my good friend and confidant.
Well,
And,
well met. It'll probably be about an hour to make those pies.
Perfect. Is there a place we could just kick up our legs, maybe hang out, get a few drinks around here?
Well, actually, yeah.
The tone is awfully strange, sir. I didn't think it was such an unusual question. I just want someplace to relax for a bit. You know what I mean? We've been on the road for quite a while.
I knew there was one. I just had to find it on the map here. What you're looking for is Cripple Joe's.
Oh, sounds lovely. I hope they've got some raucous good music. I could use some. You get on the trail for so long, you get a little bit lonely. You know what I'm saying?
So if you go down to the next intersection and take a left, you'll see the bar. It's the third building down, and I will point it out on the map here. It's that one.
Wow, I was way off.
It's the T building right in the middle there.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you very much for your assistance, Mr. Robert. Sorry. Forgot it's been a long day. I give him another handshake.
Okay.
Very friendly. And oh, this is important. Now, this is for viewers at home. People communicate a lot through handshakes. This is actually really legitimately true. And so what I'm going to be doing, the specific type of handshake I'm doing, and I would love to know what he's doing in return, is I'm doing very gentle, but with a little bit of firmness in the final grip of the fingers. So in other words, I'm not squeezing his hand at all. And I'm not doing the who's
I will crush
thing.
you.
Yeah, I'm not doing that like some people do. And I'm not doing the vigorous shake thing either. This is just a simple, oh, thank you,
Okay.
Just a little.
So he will grasp your hand reciprocally.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to give you a firm grip and just the single shake.
Okay. Perfect. So that's actually exactly what I was expecting. Also, out of curiosity, I should have asked this earlier. What is his peg leg made out of?
So the peg leg appears to be made out of the same wood as the building materials and the trees from the forest.
The rock trees from the forest. Yeah, that is very interesting. I'm going to keep that to myself for now. When we walk, so this is probably a decent cutoff point, but as we're walking away, I'm going to turn to the others and be like, you notice what his leg was made out of, right? The hell do you think they're getting to harvest that with,
So before you leave,
yes.
he is going to mention, seeing as how you don't appear to have a use for that snake skin, you may consider taking it up to Jackie, the hunt mistress.
I have got a mistress around here. Oh, last time we went through didn't have nothing. Could you point us in the direction if you don't mind, but kindly?
All the way at the north end of town. Can't miss it. Has skulls all over the doors.
We did
I
pass
think we
that.
saw it on the way through. Thank you very much again, Mr. Roberts. Appreciate it.
I'll see you back here in about an hour.
Of course. I'm going to openly turn to my comrades and with a voice that is not intended to be clandestine, but is also not shouting. So basically the kind of voice that I know he's going to overhear us on, but I'm not trying to make him overhear us on. What do you think, lads? You want to drink or you want to go try and park the skins first?
I'd say the skins might be a good place to start.
Okay. $1 for skins, $2 for drinks. Alrighty then.
Krankenwagen?
I was gonna say, is this some sort of like I am Groot is now Da?
Yes, that's where we're going with this.
I'm from India. I don't know German.
Right, of course.
Let's go ahead. Hey, so we head north back to the skins place instead of heading south to the thing, and then we can go ahead and cut it off now that we've established first contact and we have a clear
and nobody's
direction.
dead, and we're getting
nobody died.
We're getting
nobody
bread.
got shot instantly, and we've got bread, snake pies, which hopefully are going to be more palatable. No offense, Hank, none.
Look, man,
You
for a
did what you
first time
could with
barbecue with a meat that I'm not familiar with, I'm
You
winging
did
it
what you
at
could
best.
with it.
I like how
I'm
I screwed it
hopeful-
up and Hank is getting blamed for it.
I'm hopeful that they're going to. I'm hopeful they have some herbs or something. I want to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like my character is really curious how the hell they're harvesting any of this.
Yeah, does anybody have any like basil or parsley or something I can work with?
Yeah,
Some sort of Italian seasonings?
Need to figure this. Do they know what Italian means anymore? If I walk up, I just want to.
People
Can I save state real quick?
See?
Can I save state, Guido?
Yeah.
Okay, so I walk up to back up
boy.
to him. I'm like, hey, Roberts, Italian.
Russian.
Spaghetti.
Okay, perfect. Good news, guys. They know what Italian means. And I walk off.
No, actually, they wouldn't know what that is.
That's why I was asking. It's like, Italian. What's that word mean?
Yeah.
Nothing. See you around. It means you have a wonderful face, sir.
No, legitimately, that word would not mean anything to them.
No, that makes sense. In fact, actually, hang on. Can I keep going with this for a second? Italian.
I'd imagine like no
stereotypes. Give me a
nationalities would have
second.
much of an impact anymore.
I'm going.
That's a spicy meatball.
There you go.
Yeah.
Biscotti.
I'm trying to find a list. What's an Italian stereotype? Help me out, guys. I don't know stereotypes.
Someone who just shouts the names of cheeses and sauces and stuff.
Rigatoni.
That's the
Mozzarella.
And you have organ grinder music in the background.
Okay.
Alfredo,
So people who like cheese, that's a really weird
Stromboli.
stereotype.
I would assume something more mafia-like.
Oh, okay.
There's that too.
So when I say the word Italian to him,
Okay.
and he says, "I'm sorry, I don't recognize that word," I'm gonna say, "Oh, it means you're a very law-abiding citizen." It means
Well, we
you have
are
someone
rather
who's on the right
proud
side of
of
the law.
our. How would you word that? I guess bureaucracy. It's not the right word, but
That's an interesting word for a baker to be using, but it's a valid one. I'll give you that.
how would that be worded? Like, there.
What's the context?
So he said,
community, I suppose.
That's what I was thinking, like
well-
community. But there's probably another word for that.
yeah, I
A
mean,
clan.
No, it's
Our infrastructure. No, that's still
Yep,
too
that's way-
high dollar of a word.
it's basically the community is run by laws and
I mean, you could just say they're very proud of their code. Something fairly simple like that.
that works.
Their creed,
Yeah.
perhaps their
Yeah.
assassin's creed. Yep,
Stab.
yep, exactly.
Oh, where did that come from? I didn't even see him. And there's like a guy in a giant white sheet standing amongst a crowd,
Yep.
and I'm just, where'd he go? I don't see him.
He suddenly
What's
sits
with
down.
Disappeared
And
and all those
disappears.
guys praying.
He disappears. I can't see him anymore.
What's with all these piles of hay?
They're everywhere. The one tall building from earlier
Yeah.
on the east side of town, there's just this perch sticking
Yep.
out of it for no reason.
Bird flying around.
Always.
Anyway, so the it's better than they're proud of their Templar order, I suppose. But
Yes.
anyways. Yeah. So yeah, I guess he's very proud of their system. That might be a better in between word, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That sounds like a really awkward phrase. That
It-
sounds like
yeah.
exposition dialogue.
yeah. I mean,
There's got to be a way to say that naturally. We've got a system and it works for us. That sounds a little more natural.
yeah. That could work.
Or to add a little bit more exposition, Guido, if you want to do this. Well, I don't know what works for insert other town here that has a bad reputation for the future, but we've got our own system that works for us. You know, thereby giving a comparison.
Actually,
How about a faction?
how about
Sure.
a what?
Faction?
Faction.
No.
No. She should hourglass.
Our system of intense capital punishment for minor crimes ensures a low crime rate.
Okay, I got to share this really quick.
Collective?
Just today, I covered the episode of Deep Space Nine Paradise. If you don't remember it, it's the one with the little township which has forsaken technology, and they've got a plastic box out in the heat that they put people into if they break the laws of their society. It's a really horrible episode. Like, I don't mean bad. I mean, like, it's a terrifying
Yeah.
episode. And that's just, I keep thinking that over and over as we're discussing this place. He took my meat pie into the box.
Oh,
I don't even remember that one.
It's not one of my favorites.
Okay. I know exactly what he says.
All right.
Deep
We're
Space
by
Nine
no means
Paradise.
as ruthless as Digger Springs. We have actual I just lost the word.
rules, laws.
We have cooperative people that actually follow the rules that we've set forth.
Oh, let me tell you, sir, it is always wonderful to meet an Italian gentleman like yourself.
Well, I've got work to do if I'm going to make these
Oh,
pies in
absolutely.
the next
Sorry
hour.
for taking
So.
up your time. I just wanted to pay you the compliment. And then I'm going to do a Nazi salute. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Wow. Really pushing that envelope.
Went
Okay.
from 0 to 10 real quick here.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, how many old world things could I reinvent into new things? This
Really
is going to be
gonna-
a game from now on.
Just gonna snap
Oh,
that
now
in
I
there.
remember Paradise. Yeah, this is. Okay.
It's a messed up episode. The woman in charge was basically a Nazi. So, God, there's got to be something I could do as like a traditional. Oh, I've got it. I'll do the. I forget what it's called. It's not kowtow. It's the thing where you bend at the waist.
Okay.
The bow of respect. It's not the full kowtow. Kowtow is forehead to ground.
But you're
But it's
doing the Japanese bow.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And it's. I want to make it clear this is a sign of respect to this guy.
Okay.
Darn, it's incredibly rude to shut the top of your head.
Well, I am by no means royalty, sir. I'm sure the mayor would appreciate that, but
I don't know. Based on the smell of those pies, sir, I'm not sure I agree with your
The
assessment.
Royal Mayor.
And then we head off towards the skinning place.
okay.
And scene.